Hey friends, it's great to be back with you. My name is Emma Lou with Heartfelt Creations. Today I'm sharing how you can create a beautiful shaped decorative card using the sunflowers in vellum. So join me here in the back and we'll get started learning how to create these beautiful, elegant flowers and then layer them on this shaped card. Now, as you're joining, let us know what you love about this card. Don't be bashful. Introduce yourselves. So what I really loved about this card, it has those really soft, delicate pastel colors, but it's also using our sunflower. Now, I don't know if you have this one already or if you saw it, but that is one of our most popular flowers that we've recently launched. It comes from this set. So this is the Rustic Sunflower Stamp and Die set. I did stamp those flowers on the vellum cardstock. It's a little bit thicker vellum. It is still pretty lightweight as far as cardstock. It's a 180 GSM. So what we did is we went ahead and we stamped that with a Versacolor white. That is not Versamark white. It's Versacolor white, which is a white pigment ink, and heat embossed it with white embossing powder. And that's what we did to get started with these flowers. If you don't have those, we've linked those products below for quick and easy ordering. But that is the combination that you will want to make sure you are using so that the embossing powder does not flake when you're shaping and doing all the fun stuff with it. So with that, when you are coloring, you can color your flower on the front or the back. If you do it in the front, it's going to be a little bit more vibrant, which I am doing that today. And that is just because the magenta hue ink that I'm using is a little bit more on the pastel side. I just want kind of that soft pink. But if I would have put it on the back, it would have been a little bit too light for what I wanted to accomplish today. Now this card was inspired by one of our design team members. I just loved how this all came together and wanted to show you how to recreate this one. When you go to shape it, you could totally put this into the shaping mold and shape it that way. But I wanted to get a little bit different design in the shaping. So I'm using a just a paper piercing tool. It's our gold tool, and it has a really nice long stem that you can just wrap those sunflowers around the edge and get a really beautiful shaped delicate vellum flower very quickly. So this is one of those techniques that is very easy to do. It's simple, it's elegant, it's delicate, plus you can mail it very easily as well. So you'll have lots of fun. Tell me, have you used the vellum before? Or is it something that is in your craft room just begging to be used? Maybe you've been a little bit intimidated. I get questions all the time from crafters. They're like, hey, Emily, I love the vellum look. I've been stamping it. It's been flaking. What am I doing wrong? So just make sure you're using that Versacolor white ink. And again, that is not the Versamark. Versamark is a clear ink. If you use the Versamark, that will be a ink that will flake off because it does not bond well on vellum. Just make sure you're using the Versacolor white. I am using the Pastel Pearl Stamens, the small white ones, and I just grabbed a clump of them. Now I did take a wire, since this is a threaded stamen, and I put a wire through the middle so it creates that needle and thread effect. So we're going to go ahead and just add that down the center, and you very quickly and easily have just a really nice bunch of stamens in the center of your flower. Now if you were wanting to mail this and you wanted to put it in an envelope, you could always use pearls in the center like I did on the little blue flowers. So you get to choose how you wanted to do that. Before I pull that all the way through, I am going to go ahead and just add a little bit of hot glue to bond this together. So go ahead and just alternate those petals, and you've got that beautiful flower in a flash. So quick and easy. Like I said, you can also use the prills and add those just single layer flowers and have some fun with that. Now the color of blue that I used today for those flowers was the Forget Me Not with the archival ink. We're going to lay this flower aside, and we're going to go ahead and put together the card base and show you how we did that. And then we'll revert back to adding the flowers. Now, the die that I'm using today is a crafter's favorite. It's the Simply Elegant Centerpiece die. This has 4 pieces. It is very versatile. You have the main background piece that cuts the shape of your card, and then you've got some decorative pieces that you can use. So to create the background of this card, what we did is we just folded a piece of cardstock in half, just a little bit bigger than the actual die. We laid that die on top, and we made sure that this top part was not cutting off. So the fold is right in here. We did go back and cut an opening in here as well, which is the smaller die within this Simply Elegant Centerpiece die. So you're going to go ahead and just open this up. You can put a pattern piece of paper on the inside. I just find this creates such a beautiful, beautiful shaped card very quickly. Now, obviously today we're doing more of a like just soft, delicate colors, but you can really switch it up. You can use it for Christmas. You can use it throughout the year for different seasons. You can use it for fall, like right here we have the sunflowers done more in a fall color. So lots of variations on how you can really utilize those with different color combinations. So we're going to go ahead and just fold that down, and then we'll add another pink layer on top. So it's matting this together. So we're going to go ahead and just add our Dries Clear glue over the top. Now, as a thank you for participating in this event and watching today, you qualify for a free die with a $50 purchase. You're going to be able to enter code 120621, and that expires on December 6th. So make sure that you take action on that right away so you don't miss out on a free die. Hey, if you wanted a die and you don't have this one yet, I'd highly recommend adding this to your crafting stash. Such a beautiful die that you'll find yourself using over and over. We did cut out the decorative piece in a silver luxe cardstock and then a very light blue paper pad. So we're going to go ahead and offset this so it just adds that soft shimmer to the background. When you are gluing decorative dies like this, I'll just go ahead and use my Dries Clear glue and just add little dots of glue to the back. I really am not super picky about it being all over. I'm just wanting to have a really light tack. So it adds a little bit of dimension in between these two layers, and it kind of gives the illusion that I'm adding a 3D effect when I'm really just not gluing it down completely. So you have a little bit of that silver sheen. Isn't that just so pretty? I feel like this could be a really pretty snowflake too. At the very end, I'm going to show you some more samples of what design team members have created with this die. Just so stunning. So I'll go ahead and glue this down, and our next step will be shaping the leaves and showing you how to add these as clusters onto your card base, which I'm super excited about. I don't know about you, but sometimes I find that my crafting friends struggle with like, wait, okay, how do I layer these down on my card and make sure that it looks pretty when you're clustering the leaves and flowers together. Now, the leaves I'm using today are just really pretty accents for many of the flowers that we carry. And that is the Leafy Accents stamp and die set. With this one, there is a shaping mold that coordinates, and it shapes it so beautifully. If you haven't used our shaping molds yet, when you use these, all you do is just lay this piece into the shaping mold. You'll go ahead and spray a little bit of water on top. You'll run this through your mold, and it shapes it for you. And with these leaves, it just gives an exquisite pattern. If you try to do it by hand, you'd be spending a lot of time doing that. So it really does it quick and easily for you. So the sunflowers, same way, we have a shaping mold that does that. If you wanted to have the shaping done automatically for you. So go ahead and pull this out, and you have that beautiful shaped leaf that we can pull apart, and we can use that on underneath our flowers. So we're going to go ahead and add our flowers first, starting with the large one. Let me grab my scissors. I'm going to just clip off this stamen base that we added. Sometimes you have to give it a little bit of oomph to clip all of that off. So we'll go ahead and just start gluing these down. So we'll add a generous amount of glue, and then we'll just go ahead and offset the other flowers. So I start with my largest one and then add the coordinating sizes of smaller ones beside it. Before I add the small blue ones, I'll go back and just pull apart some of my leaves and get some of those leaves in there so that you have kind of that leafy structure behind it, and then you can go ahead and add some more of your little teeny tiny ones. Okay, so I'll go ahead and add those. And you can add as many or as little as you want. I'll add a couple up in here. So you'll see that that one leaf spray, I really do a lot of different pulling and picking apart. It's a lot of fun. It gives you a lot of versatility. So I highly recommend that if you don't have that leaf yet, that you add that. It's a basic essential. And when you have this in your craft room, I always recommend, you know, stamp a bunch of them. I recently saw one of our crafters posted on our Facebook page that she had done a bunch of them. So she's good to go when she needs those leaves and she needs to just quickly pull those out and add them to her flowers. So you can add as many or as little. I think we have 3 big ones. I'm going to do 2 small ones. I typically like to have an odd amount of flowers. You could stamp a small sentiment in the center, or you could go back and you could just add like a little sentiment banner across the top. So you get to choose how you finish that off. Before we go, I wanted to show you a couple more samples of what you can do with these. Again, we use the Sunflower Stamp and Die set paired with the Simply Elegant Centerpiece die as well. We have linked all the products below for quick and easy ordering. And don't forget that with a purchase of $50, you qualify for a free die of your choice. Just enter coupon code 120621. And that expires on December 6th. Do you want to see some more samples? So here's one with the sunflowers in their traditional colors with some blue glittery, sparkly, simple, elegant centerpiece dies. Here's another one in those similar colors. Just love how those turned out. I love how this opening has the decorative piece in the center with the gold accents. So lots of variations just based on the colors and the ways that you pair these together. Here is the sunflower with lots of layers using the vellum, which is super pretty. So various ways to really utilize and maximize this one die. Here it comes in with flats from the side using a belly band. So tell me which one is your favorite, and then let us know in the comments what you will learn today. Here is another one that I really love, how this splits open in the center. So you have lots of variations on how you can recreate and use that specific die. So hopefully this inspires you to create your own one-of-a-kind vellum flowers along with those shaped cards. We've added the links below for quick and easy ordering, and remember to use that coupon code. It is 120621, and that expires on December 6th. We'll see you next time. Bye.